Hi, my name is Marlene. Welcome to my channel, Colorful Growth. So, I recently posted a video about my hair loss journey and what I was doing to address it. And I mentioned I wanted to make this a little series about trying to get myself back to a place where I'm happy and confident with myself. And the next thing I wanted to tackle was my skin. As you can see, it is heavily damaged right now. I have been picking a lot. It's very bad. And then I have a lot of pigmentation. And it's just everywhere. And then just overall, like, I know I've gained a lot of weight, but I feel like I have like a lot of extra extra skin or just extra like fluff that's like on my face. And I want to work on the weight loss, which I'll tackle next in the third part of this series. But today I really wanted to focus on the skin. And as you can see, like I've never been diagnosed with melasma, but I'm pretty sure it's melasma, and I'm just really sensitive to the sun. And these past 2 weeks, I haven't been like really very strict with my skincare. I've been rushing a lot to get to work on time, and I think that's kind of made this whole little mask of pigmentation a ton worse, which I know I'm supposed to be wearing my SPF, and wearing my SPF has really helped tame with the pigmentation. So the sad thing about this is I know what works on my skin, I know what will help it, and I just had fallen off. And I'll add at the end of the video what exactly happened and how I got here, just in case you're curious, but I'll save that towards the end in case you're just here for the skincare portion of it. Like I said, I really dove into skincare because I had always had this like masking of pigmentation, and it always really bothered me because like my eyes are always like a very bright like greenish kind of color, and then the outside of my face has always been like very red, and it's just really bothered me a lot because I used to like not wear makeup. And I still kind of don't. I only really do it on here for fun because this channel is kind of like the only outlet that I have to be girly, because other than that, in my daily life, I'm just kind of around a lot of guys, and I don't really have like a lot of girlfriends to like, I don't know, talk girl stuff and all that. So I just kind of like need this outlet and I've been enjoying it, and it's been really helpful. But I had started diving into makeup and getting a little bit more comfortable into using it and wearing it. And when I would go to work, I would park and take a little time to myself, and I would apply a tinted sunscreen and do my eyebrows, put on a little bit of blush, put on a tinted lip gloss, and I would feel good about myself. And then the things that happened. And they started making me retreat into myself, and I stopped taking care of myself because I blamed myself for a lot of what happened. And like, so I'll share that at the end, but I created so much damage. A lot of it was subconscious, some of it was conscious, just being in a mental funk, and some of it was just kind of like laziness. After seeing how far the damage had gone, I was just kind of like, I don't know, it was too much for me to tackle. So I've been tackling this in steps. I've been trying to get myself into the routine of taking care of my hair and trying to get it to grow back. I'll link the video up here so you can see what what I have decided for my routine to be, and I've been sticking to it, and I'm very hopeful that my hair will go back. It doesn't look as bad as it did before, but I do have a lot of like strange short hairs back here. And it's just kind of like, the whole reason behind this too is I want to feel confident, I want to feel happy, and I want to be able to stand up straight and go into the world just feeling good about myself. And I don't feel good about myself right now because the way I feel like I look like right now, I feel like I look very distressed, disheveled, unhealthy, and I don't know, the way I see me when I look in the mirror, I feel bad for myself. And I don't want to feel that way about myself. I want to look at myself and feel like I love me. And like I feel proud of myself. So, so anyways, the issues that I want to tackle are, I have a lot of big pores, and that's okay if they stick around, but they're very clogged. I have a lot of clogged pores here too on my chin. My skin is very raw and dry and dehydrated, and it has kind of like a so you can see it, it's kind of like translucent and papery. It's not like a healthy, plump, you know, skin barrier. It's very dehydrated. It is oily. It'll get oily here, of course, in the T-zone. And I've always gotten this terrible pigmentation here. And of course I pick. If you do pick, and something this deep, with this one I didn't get to protect it as well as I wanted to. This one I kind of get ahead on it. But if you do pick, put a pimple patch over it. Just keep wearing a pimple patch over it until it heals. I was a little too late in protecting these, and it was too much, and I just couldn't have pimple patches all over my face. So that's the first tip. As for, like I said, my pores and how clogged they are, like I said, I know what I'm supposed to do to make my skin look healthy. And I got my skin to a really good, healthy point where I was feeling a lot better about it, and it's time to go back to those things. And it sucks because I looked at what I have for skincare, and I've fallen into the trap of all of the social media advertising of try this new product and this new product, it's good for this new product is amazing, does wonders for this. And I looked at a lot of the stuff I have, and I was like, I don't even know if most of this stuff is going to be good for my skin right now. And I really miss the staples that I had. So I want to show you what my staples are for skincare that I do have right now, but I know I'm going to need a restock. And it sucks because the stuff that I do have is stuff that's probably not going to help me. And I really need to stop falling into trying to find something better. Because if I already know something that works for me, I should stick with it. So first thing, if you do pick, pimple patches are amazing. I love these ones from the brand Hero. If I do pick on something like this or like this, cover it with a pimple patch and keep it covered until it's no longer red or raw. Just keep it covered until it looks healthy. It will help you so much with pigmentation and with scarring. It'll help it heal flat and nice. So if you do pick, do that. Another thing too is with my pores, since they're very clogged and very big, the thing that I used to do before I found skincare was I would wash my face with one of these and a bar of soap. I would use the Dr. Bronner soap, and I would just scrub and scrub because I thought the scrubbing would clean out the pores and make all the gunk come out. And I was going about that all completely the wrong way. I was just drying my skin out, damaging it. It would always be so red and raw and angry. And then I found cleansing balms and oil cleansing. This Glow Recipe Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm has been amazing, and it works wonders for cleaning out my pores. Plus, it gives me an amazing time to give my face a nice massage, relax my muscles from all of the scrunching and frowning that I do throughout the day. The oils soften up all of the sebum buildup in your pores, and you'll even feel some of the stuff that's ready to come out just crumble out onto your finger. So it's very satisfying. But doing this, if I don't do it every day, at least every other day, it does wonders at keeping my pores clean. Another thing that really helps keep my pores clean is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA BHA Pore Tight Toner. It's supposed to be hydrating and pore refining. Now, when I first started using that one, it did initially really irritate my skin, but I've kind of built up the tolerance to where I could use that a good 4 or 5 times a week without irritation. And when I do start seeing that it's starting to irritate my skin a little, it'll usually get a little angry and sensitive to the touch, and I'll just back off and I'll let my skin build that barrier back up. But this one does, if I use it consistently as much as my skin will tolerate, it will do a great job at keeping my pores from filling up with that sebum. So for my pores, I am committing to cleansing balm at least 4 times a week. And the same with the pore tight toner. I'm going to try to use this as much as my skin can tolerate. As for the dehydration, I've noticed that hyaluronic acids do help. The unfortunate thing is that the ones I do like are super expensive. Glow Recipe has a lot of really good formulations, but they're just so expensive. This Plum Plump Hyaluronic Serum makes a significant difference in the plumpness and the hydration of my skin. I'll use that after the Pore Tight Toner, and I was doing the pomegranate peptide serum, but like as I mentioned, this stuff's really expensive. And as for peptides, I don't think that's what my skin needs right now. It needs something to help with the pigmentation, and I'll show you what I'm going to start using for that. And then this triple peptide cactus Oasis serum from Youth to the People is also just as good as this. It really does give my skin a bounce to it, and it just makes it look less tight and papery. Like right now, I don't know, it just seems like it's super fragile, and these make it just a little bit more plump and cushiony, and I like them. And I did try finding something that's a little bit more affordable, like this Good Molecules Hyaluronic Acid Serum. I just didn't find the formulation of this to be as elegant. It feels very tacky and sticky when I put it on my skin, and I can feel the residue on my hands. And then when I put the moisturizer on, it just almost feels like I have a residue of soap on my face, and it just doesn't feel comfortable. So I might just bypass these altogether depending on my budget. All of this stuff I try to buy when it's on sale. Usually things go 20 to 25% off on sale eventually, and I wait for those times to go in and restock if I can. And if I can't, I will just bypass them altogether. Now for my eyes, I have not found any other eye cream that makes my eyes happy and look healthy and less pigmented than this. And if I don't use this, I will notice I will get the lines up here, the crow lines. And this Biossance Squalene and Marine Algae Eye Cream, I'm out, and I'm really sad about it. But if I use this consistently, my eyes look so refreshed and youthful, and I won't even see any lines, like 0 lines on my face. So this will be my staple as soon as I can afford to replace it. We'll just do the moisturizers and things that have helped plump my skin, and then we'll go to the treatments. But the Skin Fix Barrier Triple Lipid Collagen Activating Serum, it makes my face just feel so like it has a blanket of comfort. It soothes it, it hydrates it, it moisturizes it. I almost don't even need moisturizer, but I do put on the moisturizer just because I know that as the day goes on, it will get dehydrated, and I just need an extra layer of occlusion to hold all of that yummy plumpness in. And as for moisturizers, I've been really enjoying using this Youth to the People Polypeptide 121 Future Cream. This one's also empty, and I'm super sad about that. This one, on top of being very moisturizing, it's kind of like a light gel. Not so much a gel, but it's a lighter, but it's kind of like on the thicker side of a gel cream, but just feels so good. It's not greasy, and it's hydrating and incredibly moisturizing, but on top of that, it has the benefits of having the peptide. If I use this consistently, my skin texture is immediately improved. I don't know if you can tell on the lighting here, but I have a lot of rough texture, a lot of rough bumpy texture, and it's kind of like almost like a lot of like little dots. Nothing will kind of really soak into it because of how tough that texture is. This will soften the texture of my skin to the point where it starts accepting everything that I'm putting it in, and things start absorbing a lot better after probably like 2 weeks of use of this. So this will be one of my staples. I used to really like the Biossance Omega Repair Cream. This one is their thicker of the creams, but same, this one's also out. The weird thing that I've noticed about this one is it'll start stinging my skin, and like it'll turn red and it'll turn really angry, and I'll start getting kind of itchy. So it's kind of like an allergic reaction, and I'm not too sure what's in here that is irritating my skin, but this one I probably won't go to. Every time I go back to it, it feels so good and so just silky on my skin, but once I get towards the end of this, my skin starts getting angry. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to this one and not restock it. Now, the only one that I do have right now available is my Skin Fix Triple Lipid Peptide Cream. This one is just as good as this one, but this one is a little bit on the creamier side, but it has the same effects to where it, over time, it softens up the tough texture on my skin. And I know it's like, these guys are all super expensive, and I really hate that because I have tried to use cheaper alternatives like drugstore brands, but they just never really cut it for my skin. Like, I've used a lot of the Pacifica products, but I just feel like they just kind of like sit on top of my skin. They don't really absorb, and they don't really like do much of anything. This one is a retinol one. See, it's just kind of like, it just doesn't absorb. It just kind of just chills on top. This one is the Wake Up Beautiful Retinoid Eye Cream. I wanted to try to go cheaper, and like I said, I just wasn't happy because like none of the products really absorb as well as they should, and they don't really do anything for my skin, so I just feel like I'm just wasting it. And if it works for you, it works for you, and that's awesome, but like, my skin is like super finicky. So this is going to be my staple for my face cream at nighttime. And when I do finish my entire routine at night, I do put a light layer of Vaseline all over my skin to seal everything in. If I don't do that, I will wake up with all of the squish marks from the night, a lot of the frowny lines, because I do kind of scrunch up my face when I sleep. And using that Vaseline just really helps keep everything locked in. My skin doesn't wake up feeling dry. It wakes up feeling dewy and healthy. And like I said, it does prevent a lot of the wrinkles. I also put a little bit in between here because I do sleep on my side, and then I will wake up with some really deep set lines between my chest. Putting a little bit of Vaseline here at nighttime has really helped with that too. For my daytime moisturizer, I'm going to be using this Dr. Idris Major Fade Active Seal. This one feels really good on my skin. I was a little afraid because usually things that are meant to get rid of pigmentation can be a little aggressive on the skin. This has been very gentle. I haven't had any adverse reaction from it yet, and in trying to fade some of this, I'm really hoping that this will help. And it's moisturizing. It's like a lighter gel cream, and I really like the way it sits on my skin, but I always still kind of don't trust it because I know throughout the day my skin just really dehydrates itself. So I'm still going to go in with a layer of this on top of that just to make sure my skin stays moisturized and hydrated. Now for treatments. Since we're on the topic still of fading the pigmentation, I'm going to try the Dr. Idris Major Fade Hyper Serum. It's supposed to be an illuminating serum that fades pigmentation. This one does come with an additional refill of this. This part comes off and you can just reuse this container. I've used this before and I really enjoyed how it sat on my skin. It absorbed nicely, and same with that moisturizer there. it's not irritating. Like I said, most things that are meant to fade hyperpigmentation can be a little bit aggressive and irritating on the skin, and this I used just 2 tubes of it already, and I was seeing a significant improvement before I stopped. And not once during that period of using 2 of these did my skin get irritated or angry. So I'm going to be using that to fade my pigmentation. Another thing that's really helped, and I don't know why I stopped using this, and this one significantly, like beyond significantly. Like, I know if something works this good, I don't know why I would stop using it, other than I got tempted with all the advertisements, like I said, on Instagram, and all the new stuff that comes out that's hyped, that like is supposed to be better for treating this and for treating that. Like I said, I fell a lot into that rabbit hole of finding something better, even though I already had something that worked super well for my skin. And when I started learning about what melasma was, I found out that azelaic acid is really great at helping prevent that pigmentation that forms. And this one is the Naturium Azelaic Topical Acid 10%. This one, same, is also very gentle. I experienced very minimal irritation from it. The first couple weeks, it was kind of like my skin was adjusting to it, but after that, it just took to it very nicely. And it significantly reduced all of this masking that I have here. And as soon as I finish fading some of that with this, I'm going to go back to this to prevent any of the fading from happening again. This formulation is so nice too. I don't want to open it yet because I know it will probably oxidize, but it's like super easy to use too, the applicator here. And like I said, it's super affordable compared to a lot of the other stuff that's out there. So as soon as I finish trying to fade out what I do have on already, I will go back to that to prevent any future pigmentation that my skin does develop just from sun and heat exposure. Because I feel like just the sun and the heat just kind of really irritates my skin. Even if I don't pick, I will just always have these, and that azelaic acid, like I said, I don't even know why I stopped using it. It really helped. I'm going back to that. We're cleaning up our consumption here, and we are sticking to the stuff we know works. And then for treating any lines that I do have, as you can see, I'm getting some really deep set lines, and they weren't this bad. And this Youth to the People retinol and niacinamide youth serum was amazing. Like, same with this, it has the same effect to where when I start using this, it not only improves the appearance of lines, it also improves the texture of my skin. It makes it a lot smoother, a lot glowier. Just the overall evenness of my skin tone is significantly improved when I use this. Now for lips. My lips have been annoyingly dry, and they just look really unhealthy. They have like this red like ring of like irritation, and they're like so papery and dehydrated too as well, just like the rest of my skin. And I don't know how much longer this Glow Recipe Lip Pop is going to be around, but it is a pH adjusting sugar lip scrub balm. It smells delicious, like watermelon. But this one's really good at exfoliating my skin. It has like little coconut sugar granules in it that help scrub away the dead skin. And then after that, I like to lock it in and seal it with the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Gloss Balm. This one is also almost empty too, but when I use this, it creates a seal. And the seal stays on very well if I can keep myself from licking my lips. I usually apply this on like around 6 a.m. and around 10 a.m. I can still feel it, and it's still holding in that moisture. And I really want to go back to using that. Like I said, I kind of fell off into trying all these other things because I was like, oh, I want to try this new thing and this new thing. And I don't know why I'm over here trying all these new, interesting, exciting things if they're not working as well as the things that have already been proven to work on my skin. So I'm going back, sticking strictly to this, and I'm going to try to keep using these as long as they're around in stock, because they brought this back for a limited time. It used to be part of the regular stock, but they discontinued it and they just brought it back for like a limited amount of time, because I think it was like their anniversary or something like that. Now, one step that I never focused on, but I think it will help me immensely, because when our skin is tough, textured, and we have a large amount of buildup of dead skin cells, and I've heard a lot of dermatologists and from the research that I've done say that as we get older, our skin exfoliates less frequently, or our dead skin don't shed off as frequently as they should, so we have a lot of buildup of dead skin cells. So I think adding an exfoliating step to my skincare routine will significantly help. I did also buy the Dr. Idris Major Fade Flash Mask. This is an exfoliating AHA mask that's supposed to be used for 10 to 15 minutes 3 times a week at nighttime after cleansing. I haven't used it yet. I will use it after I'm done, but I've only used this once, but I opened up this Drunk Elephant baby facial. This one's supposed to be used weekly for 20 minutes. I'm not sure how well this is gonna work. This is an AHA BHA mask with chickpea flour, and I heard it was very powerful, so I'm gonna be careful and tread lightly with this one. But I think if I exfoliate a lot of the top layer of the dead skin here, not only will it help with my pigmentation, but it'll also help soften up my skin so that it absorbs a lot more of these actives and the moisturizers, and it hopefully will seep nicer into my skin. Also, hopefully makeup and other things will sit nicer on my skin without sitting on top of the dead skin texture. Now, these were a bonus. When I first was starting to get into skincare, I was very much into the natural skincare, and I was really against all the chemicals and stuff like that. But at the time when I was using the natural skincare, I found these from the brand Evan Healy. One is a hydrosol. It's just like distilled flowers and herbs, so it's just kind of like a water mist. And this pomegranate vitality serum. Pomegranate is full of antioxidants, and it's really good at fading scars and pigmentation. And what I would do is I would put a couple pumps of this pomegranate serum, spray a few sprays of the hydrosol, rub it together, and just pat it into my skin at the end of my skincare routine. And it helps significantly fade a lot of my pigmentation. Like I said, I found something that worked. I got away from it because I thought I could find something better. And I'm going to try to incorporate that towards the end of my skincare routine. It's because I really enjoyed the smell of the hydrosol and the emollientness of this pomegranate serum. It does stain, so be careful if you do end up checking this out. But it just would really, I don't know, it would create a really nice layer of protection over my skin. Everything sealed in really nicely, and then when I did have something like if water touched on my skin, it would just kind of bead off. So I had a protective layer on that was very comforting, and it kept my face moisturized, and I really enjoyed it. So I kind of want to go back to that and try to find some way to incorporate it. Now for face washes that I have found that have really helped are the Skin Fix Barrier Plus. I'm going to be using this one in the mornings, and one that I don't have in stock right now, but I found made a significant improvement in my acne, because I do still get a lot of acne. And this one also helped keep my pores clean, is the Naturium Benzoyl Peroxide Face Wash. I will try to get a restock on that, and I will be using that at nighttime when I wash my face in the shower. And then this one really keeps whatever moisture I had sealed in from the night before. It keeps that moisture in, but it cleans all of the residue from the sweat and drool from the nighttime. And it's a very good start for my morning skincare routine because, like I said, it doesn't really strip anything off, and it keeps whatever healthiness that was sealed in from the night before. So I'll be going back to that. So to recap, this will be morning face wash. Then I will be using a toner to help keep my pores clean, and this one's also very hydrating. It does have prickly pear water, so cactus water in it. It's very great for hydration to the skin. I'm gonna let that dry and sink in, and in the meantime I will be putting on my Biossance Marine Algae Eye Cream, and then once I put that on, I'm going to go in with my Major Fade Serum to help fade out all of this pigmentation. While that's setting in, I'm going to go ahead and exfoliate my lips and lock in that hydration. Then I'm going to add a layer of the Skin Fix Triple Lipid Collagen Activating Serum. It will help hydrate and moisturize, and then I'm going to use my Major Fade Active Seal moisturizer, and I will seal it in with a little dab of the Skin Fix Triple Lipid Peptide Cream. Of course, sunscreen on top. This one has been my go-to. The Madagascar Centella Hylucica Water Fit Sunscreen Serum. This one, so comfortable and super easy to reapply. Now that is morning. My nighttime skincare routine will consist of washing my face with the Naturium Benzoyl Peroxide cleanser. Then I will, if it permits and I have these, I will use a hyaluronic acid, and while that soaks in, I will do my eye cream. Then I will do my retinol serum. If I have the budget for this, I will be using the Youth to the People. But if not, until then, I will keep using my little refills here that I have of my Skin Fix moisturizer. I will seal that in with my hydrosol and my pomegranate serum. And then I will do a nice layer of Vaseline just to seal all that in and keep the wrinkles from forming. And I forgot. I will do a cleansing balm at least 4 times a week. I will cleanse with this and then hop in the shower and then wash my face with the benzoyl peroxide serum. And I will update you guys in a month to see the progress that my skin has made using the things that I know work on my skin. Hopefully I can go back into my azelaic acid to even prevent any of this mess from happening. So, before. And then hopefully I have a significant after for you guys next time. I know this one was a little bit all over the place, but I kind of wanted to share a little bit of what my skin type is, things that work for my skin type, and like I said, I don't have my life together, but I plan on having it back together soon, and I really hope to have control over my skin again so I can be proud of it and confident and just feel better about myself. So I'll see you guys in a month with a skincare update, and till then, bye. Hope to see you again in the next video.
Stand in line, wait for that drink. Oh, this is your time to shine. Bring out them good, stretch your stuff. Hey, hey, look, you don't wanna miss this. Pay attention, she's worth mentioning. Your skin is like white milk in the sun. Oh God, ring the alarm, you're gonna get me scarred. Oh man, oh man. Mystery, mystery. Is it my tricks or neon? Let him wait, make him back off. My blood is boiling. Mystery, mystery. It's poisonous, so dangerous. It's poisonous, so dangerous. But I get the feel you're not gonna give up. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh, come on, come on. Back up, back down, back down. Realize you've lost, you've lost. Oh, mystery, mystery. Wanna feel you. Wanna feel you like a hot breeze in the night. Wanna know you in your darkest wrongs and rights. We've got something to say and things to prove. Wanna show you how we wreck things, it gets sick. Tell 'em to open up the gates. We are the ones that liberate, the ones that never hesitate. Hey, one of us, you were born to be one of us. Forget what you've been taught, you're no longer bored. We've got real ideas, get that assumption. Let me show you how we wreck this, it gets sick. Tell 'em to open up the gates. We are the ones that liberate, the ones that never hesitate. Tell 'em to stand up while they wait. We are the ones they wanna say, the ones that never hesitate. You should answer when I call. You are the one we want. Wanna know you. One of us, you were born to be with us. Wanna feel you. You should answer when I call. Wanna show you how we wreck, it gets sick. Tell 'em to open up the gates. We are the ones that liberate, the ones that never hesitate. Tell 'em to stand up while they wait. We are the ones they wanna say, the ones that never hesitate. is it hard on my own? Why am I not like her? A bit more so. Why must the curtains come down? Why must the curtains come down? Soften us now. In the end, wish to leave something special. Let 'em talk. As long as my name is on their lips. Call me mysterious. Why is it hard on my own? Why am I not like her? A bit more so. Why must the curtains come down? Soften us now. Why is it hard on my own? Why is it hard on my own? Why am I not like her? A bit more so. Why must the curtains come down? Soften us now. In the end, I wish to be someone better to help me with this comparison. Call me mysterious. Why am I not like her? Why is it hard on my own? Why am I not like her? A bit more so. Why must the curtains come down? Soften us now. Why am I not like her? In the end, I wish to be something special.